Ghana is a resource-rich country. For over 100 years, the country has mined gold and continues to rely on this resource to fund the country's development. The country has large tracts of fertile land on which it grows cocoa, oil palm, pineapples, mango, and much more. The majority of the country's working people are engaged in agriculture. In recent times, artisanal small-scale mining has become a major source of economic activity, much of which is illegal. Illegal small-scale mining has become a major threat to the communities where it takes place, with devastating effects. The scale of their activities is massive, and it employs over 1 million people out of a population of 26 million. Small-scale mining boasts a turnover of over $250 million a year. Newmont Ghana, a licensed mining company, operates gold mines in the Brong-Ahafo region, where increasingly illegal artisanal small-scale miners, who operate mostly in Kenyasi, in Totroso and other Ahafo areas, have threatened the livelihoods of the communities with their activities. Initially farmers, they turned to illegal small-scale gold mining with quick turnaround times and higher profit margins. Revenues from gold mining transformed the local economy and brought with it employment, purchasing power, and self-esteem. Galamsey operators stand by their activities.
Galamsey no dia na ya dia eboa ye mrantie na ewu hanom ne emaya na ewo ha no eba kroma no ababuo kure papa bia anye de eni ha no aye nya adwuma bia wa no ka Galamsey no bia no nya chop money eba se ya ye adwuma bi ho no metin fa ma no om di pa ko ho eba anye hwe no ebi oba na boso bia se 200,000 bia 500,000 no de aba no de aba be didi obi ti dwomo obo mpa ye se yeah, Maya na woman obi aton ade ayeto. So woman ye stores yeto adwalifo ba ha e makro na afi na nipa bem kese pa ya chese ni ge wo mu.
Maya Galamsey no enya adan ne ade nyina wo. Nti adwuma me de hwe me yele ne mema ene mabusua eno no. Aboa me bebre.
Se bi ye hwe ye kro mu akwa first no. Se nya obi de be fira brochire be ba obesi e bia self contain ho akwa na. Sabi what ya won't self contain. This will be a fabric chaba. By Galamsey by the Mabuno Motimasis or more self contain. After to Tomacasa or Majapadi.
A compelling argument, yes, it is. But that is only one side of the argument. On the flip side, activities of illegal artisanal small-scale miners have had a devastating effect on all stakeholders in the area.
Most of the time, a lot of the pits that are dug are not backfilled. They are not covered with the soil. They are left opened.
They don't go about rehabilitating that area and soil that they've worked on. They leave those open pits and they leave those open holes, and that becomes a great safety risk, not only to the Newmont employees who work in that area.
Farmers who maybe going to their farms could easily fall in these pits.
We've had incidents before where community members have fell in those illegal mining pits.
They use anything to get the job done without regard for the consequences. This is dangerous to their personal health and safety.
They use rudimentary techniques to process the gold.
We know that they use chemicals that are not licensed. Many of them are using mercury.
And I've seen examples where you look at people's hands and you look at their fingers and the tips of their fingers have completely turned blue.
They use cyanide, in the environment, and it's not well managed.
And for that risk, they are not rewarded.
It pollutes many of the water bodies. If you see the tunnel in the Superior rivers now, they're very turbid.
We can see that in examples right across the country of how they are polluting the water bodies and the groundwater that is the daily sustenance of the communities.
A situation which is depriving people in various towns of sufficient water supply. The city of Takoradi is today struggling with shortage of water because of the pollution to the Pra River caused by these mining activities. Newmont Ghana's operations have suffered as well. Artisanal small-scale mining is an emerging problem for its operations.
Our main security challenges at the moment is the illegal trespassing on our concession, which has a negative impact on our operations and our ability to work in certain areas freely.
And they come very close to where you're operating.
The aggressive posture of these illegal miners when we try to enter those areas.
There are two things that happen. We either lose a lot of valuable items around our sites. I mean, talk about batteries, generators being stolen at cost because we have to, buy those equipment again. And sometimes even their share volumes, you cannot continue your operations. You have to focus elsewhere. So it prevents us from actually working on the same concession that has been given to the company. And that's an impact.
Truth be told, the miners themselves don't earn close to what the sponsors earn from this business, which damages their health. The benefits go to so-called sponsors who provide the capital and the gear for their destructive activities.
These sponsors are local and they are foreign. Large sums of money are involved in these operations. These monies also leave the country illegally.
It's a case of enriching a few at the expense of the environment that we all share and should seek to protect. Stopping illegal artisanal small-scale mining is a national emergency. Newmont Ghana sees it this way.
Illegal small-scale mining, or ASM, is motivated by livelihoods. People need to survive. It's as basic as that. So Newmont is looking at partnering with the government of Ghana, multi-sectorial mining integrated project, which is all about, going back into areas that have been impacted by illegal mining operations and trying to remedy some of the impact in ways of reclaiming the land, restoring the ecosystem, and I'm talking about rivers, which have been so much impacted. We are encouraging people to go into agriculture, and that there is a market or a downstream linkage to the agricultural business, such that people see it to be a lucrative venture and that they can earn good and decent income from undertaking agricultural business ventures.
We have certainly seen that there is potential, but that is something that we as a gold mining company cannot take on by our own. We need to partner with government, we need to partner with other NGOs and organizations.
In this regard, Newmont Ghana has spearheaded a number of interventions.
For example, the Agricultural Improvement and Land Access Program is one intervention. We have the Skills Development and Income Improvement Program, which also builds the vocational skills of project impacted persons to be able to acquire skills that could help them sustain their livelihoods. We got the Vulnerable Peoples Program, which again, those deemed extremely vulnerable, we give them some incentives, food baskets, to help them sustain their livelihood for a period, and then we wean them off.
Newmont Ghana is also expanding opportunities for employment of local community members at Etsahafo and Achim mines.
We do have an agreement with the community through the Social Responsibility Forum. And essentially, what that agreement seeks to achieve, and this goes down even to our contractors. And as far as the skilled labor front is concerned, we are making steady progress at employing more skilled workforce from our local community.
Solving the problem of illegal small-scale mining will take a major collective effort from all parties involved, primarily the government, community leaders, and the mining companies. Together, the country is going to have to find a way of ensuring safe and well-managed mining activity whilst developing a more rewarding agricultural framework as a true livelihood alternative.